You wake up early and grind incredibly hard. You put in the hours every single day. You sacrifice your free time for a better future. But despite all that hustle, you just feel utterly exhausted. You honestly have to wonder if this endless struggle is actually leading anywhere meaningful.
It feels like you're stuck on an endless treadmill. You push to the absolute limit just to survive. Sweat and stress pour into your daily work. Yet, you feel trapped in the exact same place. Watching everyone else blast off makes that frustration so much worse. Everyone else seems to leap ahead without trying. You scroll your feed and see nothing but luxury. Private jets and designer bags are literally everywhere. It's like everyone unlocked a secret cheat code. Honestly, even if those bags are rented, it still really stings. This constant noise makes you doubt your own grind. You start questioning your quiet, consistent, day-to-day efforts. Why is your path so incredibly exhausting? Meanwhile, everyone else is loud about their wins. These noisy displays of modern success make you feel like you're falling behind, making your careful saving feel totally pointless. But here's the mental reframe you absolutely need. The wealthiest person you know probably doesn't look rich. Their financial silence is not an accident or mere modesty. It is a highly calculated survival strategy. They drive old cars and wear basic clothes. In this noisy era, silence is the strongest signal of true ownership. Researchers Thomas Stanley and William Danko spent decades studying millionaires. Their findings completely dismantle the classic Hollywood wealth myth. 2. Most self-made millionaires do not actually look the part. They choose to live comfortably in very modest homes. They drive used vehicles instead of financing the latest models. 1. They intentionally avoid loud status symbols to protect what they've built. And this illustrates a vital difference you really got to understand. Stanley called this income statement wealth versus balance sheet wealth. 2. One is just money spent to look rich online. The other represents true income-producing assets you actually own. The bitter truth is, those flaunting, flashy lifestyles usually have the least real money in the bank. 1. So let's look at the underlying motive. Why do the wealthiest people say the absolute least? What makes them hide their hard-earned success from the world? It all comes down to 3 core principles of strategic silence. The first is a hidden cost you might not expect. The first principle is called the attention tax. This high cost of visibility instantly turns wealth into social obligation. When people learn your net worth, they treat you differently. It instantly strips away your hard-earned personal privacy. Suddenly, family members start asking for endless personal loans, and friends naturally expect you to foot the bill. You face relentless requests for cash that never stop. Acquaintances constantly bombard you with terrible business pitches. This visibility creates a massive, exhausting burden of social expectations. Smart people gladly trade this exhausting visibility for total peace of mind. 2. They literally buy privacy as their most expensive and valuable currency. The second principle is known as the hedonic treadmill. This behavioral economics term describes how luxury quickly fades into normal. You buy a shiny new status symbol to feel successful. You feel a rush of euphoria for about a week. But soon, that amazing feeling just vanishes into thin air. You're left craving an even bigger, much more expensive upgrade. It's an endless, totally exhausting mental cycle. You buy the watch, feel great, and then just crave more. 2. People who build actual empires recognize this ridiculous status trap. They intentionally opt out to preserve their freedom and time. True millionaires prefer watching their bank accounts quietly grow rather than chasing empty validation from strangers. 1. The third principle is called the strategic shield. This means using financial silence as a proactive defense against threats. Flashing your money publicly makes you an instant walking target. 2. You attract people looking for huge, unearned financial settlements. It invites intense scrutiny from tax authorities and predatory attorneys. Silence isn't just about humility, it's about absolute ironclad protection. Hiding behind a curtain of simplicity offers invaluable security. It keeps your family safe from malicious lawsuits and exploitation. If nobody knows your assets, you are incredibly difficult to target. You cannot be easily drained or financially ruined by others. You remain perfectly insulated from the greed and envy of those around you. The modern digital age flipped these deep principles upside down. Social media turned quiet savings into an illusion of debt, too. Today, loud displays of extravagance are mostly financed by borrowing. Private jets and designer unboxing videos are usually a completely fabricated facade. 1. Visibility is now the exact opposite of what it actually used to signal.
It's time to stop looking wealthy for total strangers. You don't need validation from people who do not care. Stop seeking that empty praise and build a truly secure foundation. Focus on acquiring assets that quietly grow far from prying eyes, because the data proves that people building real wealth rarely ever post about it. True wealth is the absolute freedom you feel inside. It's definitely not the flashy display that others see. Your quiet, consistent daily grind builds this unshakable, invisible foundation. Embrace the profound power of financial silence to protect your peace. Keep yourself completely invisible so you can focus on building your empire. The next time you feel the urge to show off a win, remember that you are building a fortune, not an audience.